Friday we're at Williamsburg and Busch Gardens, and Saturday we're back home. Usually between like, say 3, but we're usually home by about 2 o'clock. And if the cell phones are proliferating everywhere, we'll just make sure everybody gets a call if we're going to be early. Okay, we'll give you. Usually what we do is when we get on this side of Chicago, we light them up and start calling you and tell you we're on our way. We'll get a pretty good idea where we're going to get here. Right? Click. Now's the time. Are you ready? These people said to bring socks. Do we have any questions about anything you need to know? I'll turn my hearing aids up. Otherwise, did your dad get here? I didn't. Oh, okay, I didn't see him walking you. She wanted me to make fun of you, by the way. All right. Do you have a question?
Yeah. Do we have just tiny iPod speakers in our rooms?
Yes. iPod speakers. Here's the rule with rooms. If we aren't bothered by what you're doing in your room, and it's legal, it's probably going to be just fine. Because we want to go to sleep, and the floor mom is not looking for problems. So you don't give her a reason to come into your room, it's going to be fine. All right? Do you remember what I said about the roommate thing and the staying in your room? I asked a kid, I said, was it hard to stay in your room all night? And there was a girl, she said, Mr. Gelser, you let me pick my own roommates, bring snacks. We had a TV, and I didn't want to come out. Even in the morning, I didn't want to come out. No, I think the speakers would be fine for in your room, right? Yeah. See the logo out? Elena, let me collect my thoughts before I say anything, okay? I'm an easily shocked individual. No, it's hot some of the days, you know, and if you're not getting solicited, we're probably going to be okay. All right? I think we'll be okay. You know, I mean, if all the body parts that are supposed to be covered up are covered up, we should be okay. All right? Should be okay. All right, anything else?
Yeah, what time do I wake up?
I was just in a boy when I asked that. Usually we're waking you up about 6 o'clock. Breakfast 7:15, 7 o'clock.
We're usually on the road by
6:30 on Thursday. 7:30. What I do, Eli, is I walk around the rooms that I'm checking in. I'm checking rooms like this. I got a list with 4 people's names on here. If anybody else is in here at curfew, you're in big trouble. Okay? So we got the 4 people that are supposed to be in there. And I say, what time do you want to wake up? The girls... 6 o'clock. Okay? Not bad. Not bad. Okay. The boys... Okay, we gotta be down at breakfast at 7:15, guys. What time do you want to wake up? 7:07. Let's think about that for a minute, okay? Really help those boys. We have to live with them the whole rest of the day. So we'll help you with that, Eli. No worries. But you get to go on the breakfast. Do you know what is the only thing better than bacon on this trip? More bacon. Yeah. They have that out on the every morning. So they really treat us real well food-wise on this trip. Okay, any other questions? Yes. Yeah, we don't really have to stop for much because there's a bathroom on the bus. You know, but we stop right about the Indiana-Illinois border to eat usually, okay, whatever is convenient and we're hungry, all right? We then wake up, it's cool, if the weather's good, we wake up in the Appalachian Mountains. It's gorgeous, the sunrise. They tell me it's gorgeous. And we usually have breakfast that morning. We stop for breakfast that morning. A little snack stop, I guess they call it a snack stop in the Appalachian. And then we eat breakfast at Ricky's House of Prime Rib in Gettysburg. And then our day just goes. On the way back, we're pretty much all in comas at that point, you know? And we stop for supper, and then we stop. We usually have kind of a group, you know, do we really want to stop again, you know, to eat? You know, we usually do it around Chicago at lunch, but that's about it. We got places to go and things to do. Ted, you have a question? Maybe. We've had years, he asked if there are plugs on the bus for your electronic items. We've had years where we have had plugs on the buses, and some years where we haven't, so it's whatever we get. Okay. We have the 3 biggest buses this year, so maybe they'll be like extra cool. I don't know.
Question 2. No.
Yes, a question in the back.
Is there more than one bus driver per bus?
What about the bus driver?
Is there more than one bus driver? How do they sleep?
Yeah. What we do is we get our bus drivers that shuttle us out to about Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
And then they switch about, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Gotcha.
They switch, and bus drivers that have been at the hotel since the day before sleeping, and they take us out, do the entire trip with us. They have a maximum number of hours that they can drive versus the ratio of sleeping. And then those same drivers take us back to Columbus, and then new drivers in the middle of the night, you know, jump on and take us back to Madison. And that's straight, well, just from common sense, but also from federal regulations for how many hours they can drive. Yes? There ain't no seatbelts on coach buses. However, it's not like a dance party on the buses, okay? I mean, you know, pretty much what happens is people seat themselves and then stay in that seat. And we keep moving to a minute. And actually, it's usually not a big deal when they stay because they're sitting there with their friends, so they stay right there. But no, I've never been on a coach bus. I'm sure there might be some, but I've never been on a coach bus that has seatbelts. So I know they don't. We can bungee your kid in though. Duct tape and Mr. Eames?
And one of the rules on the bus is during daylight hours, males and females can sit together on the bus, but once it starts to get dark, then it's same gender.
Male, female.
Oh yeah.
If you don't know what you are, you'll help you check. Right?
We move, yeah.
We have ways going. Yes. Oh, excellent question. Rating, the Motion Picture American Association, or the rating. Here's what we say. Obviously, anything G, PG, or PG-13 are in. Okay. My personal definition of what is okay as far as an R film is something that I have seen, or another chaperone on the bus has seen, contains no significant amount of nudity or sex. And if there's violence, it was something that we could show in the classroom. Okay? Naughty words aren't that bad as long as it's not something like, you know, wow, I'd wash my own mouth out if I said it. Okay? But we do leave that a little bit up to the chaperones. Okay? And obviously, if there's someone on the bus that really feels uncomfortable with it, we just won't show up. Okay, we just won't show up. And I'm not watching Harry Potter for the 8,000th time.
What Napoleon Dynamite again?
Okay, Olivia, you're going to be way louder than my classroom, okay?
Okay, are there any restrictions on what electronics you bring? Electronic restriction.
Oh, is it shutting down? It just shut down. Hang on, Olivia. Shut it on. Shut it on. Restrictions with electronics?
Yes.
If you are responsible for it and it's not creating noises and things that are bothering other people, then it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Okay, it shouldn't be an issue. Now, you know,
But you are responsible.
don't bring the home theater system. You know, be wise with what you're doing in this place. By the way, if you think of something after tonight, or if you have something on your mind that you don't want to bring up in front of everybody else, I love talking about this trip. Ask my kid. 4 years of hearing about this trip, Matthew. I'm not even here. Don't point at me. I love talking about this trip. Does anybody remember if there was a Wi-Fi connection on the bus? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Don't think so? You don't think so? Okay. They don't think so. I don't perfectly remember. I don't think so. It really did shut down. Hold on. The last thing we have, the last thing we have is the big, it's like 12 minutes, I think. It's not too long. What time is it? Oh, very good time. Slide montage. And what I did was I took a slideshow that took me like 9 hours to go through because I had way too many stories, and every year there were more and more and more and more and more stories to tell. And I just shut up and I let it play with some music. Okay, it works a lot better. But it tripped itself off. So we're bringing it back on. Okay. I'll with this time. Questions, sir? Will the buses be interactive? I knew what you meant. I didn't think you guys thought the buses were doing some sort of dance between the three of them or something like that. You spend all of your entire day with your bus. Okay, which is why I told you guys actually which bus you're on is more important than what room you're in. Okay, because you should be asleep for part of the time you're in your room. Okay, but you'll be awake the entire time you're in your bus. 90% of the time, all three buses are together, go do the same thing, same time. All right, might be broken for a little bit, these, that, and the other thing, but for the most part, we're all together all the time. All right, is it ready? Look away, Devin, I'm about to put in my secret number. CIA doesn't have that. Alex, yes, you can hug me once a day on the trip. Oh, okay, this is what gets scary, because my ears don't work, so all I heard was, are we allowed to the chaperones? I'm going to say in general, no. One of the things I do to my chaperones is I let them have some, non-kid time, okay? And one of the easiest way to do that is, you sit with your friends and have fun, and they sit in the front and have fun. It's really up to the individual, okay? I've had chaperones who have, matter of fact, I haven't got a picture of Miss S being slept on by a kid, okay? So it's up to the bus, up to the chaperone bus, okay? Be nice, you'll be fine, you'll have a job,